This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete Haynes online manual at haynes.com.
Rear brake pads. Chock the front wheels, then slacken the rear wheel nuts. Position the head of the jack under the rear axle crossbeam, then raise the vehicle and support it on axle stands located under the reinforced jacking point each side. Remove the rear wheels. Unscrew and remove the caliper lower guide pin. Pivot the caliper body upwards to expose the brake pads and secure the caliper in place. Lift out the brake pads and shims, followed by the lower and upper anti-rattle shims. Clean the caliper, mounting bracket and anti-rattle shims with brake cleaner. Measure the thickness of the brake pad friction material. If any pad is worn down to 2 mm or less, all 4 rear brake pads must be renewed. Separate the shims from the brake pads, noting their fitted position, and clean them with brake cleaner. If new pads are to be fitted, the piston must be pushed back into the caliper to make room for the new pads, ideally using a piston retraction tool or G-clamp. Provided that the master cylinder reservoir has not been overfilled with brake fluid, there should be no spillage, but keep a careful watch on the fluid level while retracting the piston. If the fluid level rises above the max level line at any time, the surplus should be removed with a syringe. Check that the guide pins move freely. Install the cleaned anti-rattle shims. Use high-temperature grease to lubricate the rear of the new brake pad backing plates, then locate the first shim on the pad, followed by the second shim. Apply high-temperature grease to the pad contact points before refitting the pads and shims in the positions noted before removal, ensuring that the pad friction material is against the disc. Note that the audible wear indicator is fitted to the inner pad backing plate. Pivot the caliper back into position over the pads and mounting bracket. Refit the caliper lower guide pin and then tighten it to the specified torque. With both sets of rear brake pads replaced, depress the brake pedal repeatedly until the pads are pressed into firm contact with the brake disc and normal pedal pressure is restored. Fit the wheels, tighten the nuts lightly, lower the car and tighten the nuts with a torque wrench. Remove the front wheel chocks.